Hey there. Ever sent a text to someone you like and then crickets? No reply. Nada. And your mind starts racing. Did I say something wrong? Is she abducted by aliens? Maybe her phone fell into a black hole. Well, guess what? When you stop texting her, she's probably going through a similar roller coaster of thoughts. Let's dive into the whirlwind of emotions and scenarios that might be playing out in her mind when your messages suddenly vanish. 1. Is he playing hard to get? First off, she might think you're pulling the classic hard-to-get move. You know, the age-old tactic of creating mystery to pique interest. She could be pondering, is he trying to make me chase him? Should I text first? Or would that make me look desperate? It's like a game of chess, but with emojis and read receipts. Example. Imagine you both had a great chat about your favorite movies. Suddenly, you go silent. She's left wondering if you're waiting for her to suggest a movie night or if you've lost interest entirely. 2. Did I say something wrong? Silence can be deafening. If you abruptly stop texting, she might replay your last conversations, analyzing every word, emoji, and punctuation mark. Did my joke about pineapple on pizza offend him? Maybe he hates pineapples? Or pizzas? Example, you mentioned loving dogs, and she replied with a cat meme. Now she's worried that her feline humor might have been a deal breaker. 3. Maybe he's just not that into me. Thanks to pop culture, this phrase is etched into many minds. If your texting frequency drops, she might assume you've lost interest. It's a defense mechanism to avoid getting hurt. She might think, if he liked me, he'd text. Maybe I should move on. Example, you used to send good morning texts daily. Now, it's radio silence. She notices the change and starts questioning your feelings. 4. Is he busy or just avoiding me? Life gets hectic. We all get that. But without communication, she won't know if you're swamped with work or intentionally ignoring her. A simple, "Hey, super busy today, chat soon," can make a world of difference. Example, you usually reply within minutes, but now it's been hours. She's left wondering if you're caught up with work or if she's being ghosted. 5. Has he found someone else? In the age of dating apps and social media, the fear of being replaced is real. If you stop texting, she might wonder if your attention has shifted to someone new. It's not about insecurity. It's about patterns changing without explanation. Example, you used to share songs and playlists, but now you're sharing them with someone else. She notices and feels sidelined. 6. Is he testing me? Some believe in the test, pulling back to see if the other person will pursue. If you stop texting, she might think you're assessing her interest level. It's like dangling a carrot and waiting to see if she'll bite. Example, after a fun date, you don't text for days. She's torn between reaching out or waiting, unsure if it's a test or disinterest. 7. Maybe he's just a bad texter. Yes, some people are genuinely terrible at texting, but in the early stages of dating, consistent communication sets the tone. If texting isn't your forte, letting her know can prevent misunderstandings. Example, your replies are sporadic and brief. She might think you're not into her, when in reality, you're just not glued to your phone. 8. Is he okay? Concern can overshadow annoyance. If you suddenly stop texting, she might worry about your well-being. Did something happen to him? Is he sick? Should I check in? Example, you mentioned feeling under the weather, then went silent. She's left wondering if you're okay or if you just needed space. 9. Am I being too clingy? Your silence might make her question her own behavior. Did I come on too strong? Maybe I overwhelmed him. It's a spiral of self-doubt that could have been avoided with clear communication. Example, She double-texted once, and now you're MIA. She's regretting that second text, thinking it pushed you away. 10. Should I move on? After days of no communication, she might decide it's not worth the emotional turmoil. Everyone has their limits, and prolonged silence can be a deal-breaker. Example: she enjoyed your chats, but your sudden disappearance makes her question if you're reliable. She decides to focus her energy elsewhere. So, what's the takeaway? Communication is the bedrock of any budding relationship. If you're interested, show it. If you're busy, say it. If you're unsure, express it. Leaving someone in the lurch leads to assumptions, and assumptions are the termites of relationships. Humorous thought. Think of texting like watering a plant. Too much and you drown it. Too little and it withers. Find that sweet spot to keep the relationship blooming. In the end, remember that on the other side of that screen is a person with feelings, hopes, and maybe a penchant for over-analyzing text messages. A little clarity goes a long way. So, before you decide to pull a disappearing act, consider the whirlwind of thoughts you might be unleashing, and if you're ever in doubt, just text. It's better than leaving someone wondering if they've been ghosted by a ghostwriter. Final thought. In the grand tapestry of dating, texts are but threads. Weave them wisely and you'll create a masterpiece. Ignore them and you're left with a tangled mess. Choose your patterns thoughtfully.